What is up, guys? Chester here. I'm just giving you the product review of the new Ear Force Tango from Turtle Beach. The Ear Force Tangos have their pros and cons, and I'm going to break that down for you right here. And I'm giving a side-by-side comparison between the Ear Force Tangos and the Ear Force Deltas, the previous headsets designed for Modern Warfare 3. The one pro is that it has a good design. A lot better design, a little bit more ergonomic on your head, a lot more comfortable, and definitely the fact is that it has no need for batteries. You don't need to do anything but plug in a cord and recharge it. The mic piece is a little bit sturdier, a little harder to move around when you shake your head. It also has a auto turn on feature. Whenever you actually power on your Ear Force Tangos, it actually turns on the actual receiver as well as the headset and the Bluetooth. Sometimes with the previous one, the Bluetooth had to be turned on individually, but you actually had to reach behind the Turtle Beach Ear Force Delta's stand and turn that on. The button locations are definitely a lot better just because you can actually feel for them on the side of your face. They actually have a better location. They actually have a little notches to make you feel where you can push the up-down volume or mic mute. And the chat voice morphing is definitely a little bit better. I didn't understand how to do it in the previous one, so I left it alone. But you can actually just touch on the left side of your head, and you can actually change the difference between regular voice, high pitch, low pitch, robotic, a couple others. It's pretty interesting. I just keep it on normal because I don't really care about changing my voice up too much. And the location of the different headset settings to where you can either have, bass boost, superhuman hearing, footstep focus, pretty much all the same stuff as the previous one, but just a little bit more focused. And pretty much I think these are designed for the Call of Duty Black Ops 2, comparable to the previous ones where they were designed for Modern Warfare 3, probably just different sound frequency attenuation, just so the Modern Warfare 3 had certain sound frequencies, while Black Ops 2 will have certain sound frequencies for theirs. Now for the cons, the mic peak limit, as when you talk into the mic limit is not very high at all. If I was to start getting a little loud or getting excited and start talking really loud or even yelling, the mic starts to static up and my teammates can't even hear me. And it's very hard for them to hear me if I'm talking anywhere loud. I gotta actually put the mic off to the side of my mouth instead of right in front of it, just because it doesn't catch your voice properly and it starts to crackle and break up. And my friends have actually muted me at one point because they said that I was too crackly and they couldn't stand hearing my voice. Second, the recharge port on the actual headset itself is not in the greatest of locations. It's actually at the bottom of the headset instead of where the other one on the Ear Force Deltas were actually angled to the back a little bit, and it was in a better location. These are kind of like hanging right down by your neck instead of off to the back. So it kind of gives it a little bit of an interference when you're trying to charge it. You could hit your neck a little bit. Also with recharging, it takes a long time to recharge. When you're playing with them and you're actually using them, it takes an extremely long time to charge. I charged them for 4 hours at one point and they still weren't fully charged because when they're fully charged, the light goes out and then they are ready to be unplugged. Also with the recharging discharge time is pretty quick. I can use this for a good 4 or 5 hours, maybe even 6, and then they'll start yelling at me, hey, you need to have a battery low, you need to recharge. While the previous ones actually had just regular rechargeable batteries from Energizer, and I didn't have to change those for days on end, and then I just recharged them in a regular AA battery charger. Biggest downfall, I think, of the whole Ear Force Tangos is the dual pairing. The dual pairing is off pretty bad. It has the ability to do dual pairing like its predecessor, but the switching capabilities is not as great. I can have my cell phone connected and my PS3 connected, and for some reason, when my phone goes off, it won't automatically connect to my phone. It'll just put it to the regular phone, and then I'll have to actually switch on the phone stating it will control from the Ear Force Tangos, and then it'll maybe connect to the phone. And then all of a sudden, sometimes when I'm playing the game and I'm talking to my friends, the dual pairing automatically switches over to the phone, and I lose communications with my friends, and that could be crucial in a pretty imperative point in the game, especially if you're playing clan ops or trying to get a clan challenge. One of the last things that I thought was a little off about it was the ability to wear gaming glasses, or any glasses for that matter, if you actually wear regular glasses while playing video games. When you play, the Ear Force Deltas were able to conform around the headset a little bit, and you're actually able to hear still. But when you actually put the Ear Force Tangos over your head and over the glasses, they get a little interfered, and the sound leaks out of the headset, and it kind of makes you lose a little bit of that attenuation for sound. So I'm not going to give that a great rating. I have to kind of wear my glasses off my head a little bit, and right on top of them. But for the most part, it's a decent construction, good design, but there's a few features that are flawed. I wish they had taken, some of the old features of the previous predecessor, the Deltas, instead of into the Tango, because for some reason they're just not as good as they were for the Deltas on certain features. But the pros I've listed here before you are definitely a lot better in the Tangos than the Deltas, but each headset has its own pros and cons. I definitely feel that the Tangos are worth the money, but I would say that if you have the Deltas and you're not getting too much static interference with them from your wireless receiver, I would say stick with them, or maybe go with the Ear Force Sierras. I'm going to be buying those pretty soon, trying to test them out and see how they work, because they're wired. They're the same exact thing as the Ear Force Tangos. It's just that they have a wire, and they have a control receiver in hand instead of actually wirelessly. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this product review and breakdown of the headsets, and I hope you guys will be seeing me on my next video. Have a good evening. I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown video, and I hope you guys spend a second clicking the like button and maybe even subscribing to my channel, and you'll be seeing more videos like this soon. And once Black Ops 2 comes out, you'll be getting daily footage, if not every other day footage, of Black Ops 2 gameplay and informational breakdowns. Have a good night.